Hey guys, I'm Alastair from Trail and Kale, and this is my Hylo IMPACT review. That's these shoes here. First off then, who are these running shoes for? What are they designed for? Well, they are a daily trainer with high cushioning and medium response. Okay then, before I get into the juicy parts of this review, let's go over some of the key statistics. They cost $165. I'll let you know at the end of this review if I think they're worth that. They do fit true to size, so I would recommend just going with your usual sizing and you'll be happy with that. They are medium width as well, so you don't have to worry about getting a wide version or worrying about them being too narrow. They have an 8mm drop from heel to toe, and they have medium support or stability. And that stability comes from the midsole, which has balls that kind of rise up around your foot. I'll go into that in just a moment. They weigh 9.5 ounces, and that's for a size US men's 9, my pair. And then finally, they have quite an interesting Formula One tire inspired outsole. All right, you've made it to the interesting part where I go over the things I like and the things that I feel could be improved about the running shoe. Start with the things I like then. The upper, it's got a really nice stretch knit material. You can see my feet wiggling here and actually stretching this upper material. It's super soft and smooth on the inside too. It's a double-edged sword though. It's not perfect. I'll go over that in my points for improvement in just a moment. The shoes are really nicely cushioned. This is my second point. It's got this, what they're calling pure glide technology, and that's the geometry of the shoe itself, the midsole, and how your foot contacts the ground because of the shape of the midsole and the outsole. And effectively what it does is help your feet, help your cadence, be a quick tick over, and makes your stride feel more efficient effectively because of it. And as you can see here, it's got an interesting shape at the heel. There's a little bit of a rocker at the back, not much at the front. But it does feel really nice. I do like how the midsole cushioning works. And there's a little bit of response in there as well. The traction is super good. I mentioned before, it's got this Formula One tire inspired outsole. I haven't seen anything like this before. It's a very strange look. And it wraps around the front. Looks totally weird, feels really nice, and they're kind of designed like that to help give you traction in the wet. That's how Formula One tires work. They've got gaps in between the lines of the tires, and it traps the water somehow and just creates extra traction. So obviously it's not wet right now. It's a super hot day in Northern California, and I'll go into why that's interesting in just a moment when I talk about breathability. And then the final thing I really like about the Hylo IMPACT running shoes is the NFC-activated recycling program. So check out this. When I hold my phone against the front of the right shoe, it activates an NFC tag. And then all that means is you tap on that thing that pops up and it takes you to the recycling program for the shoes. Really nice touch, makes it easy for people to hopefully recycle their shoes after they've worn them out. Right, I've made it to the things that I feel could be improved for the next version. Now I'm not going to be too harsh about this shoe. It is actually a really nice running shoe, daily trainer, or could be used as a crossover workout shoe in my opinion. It just feels like one of those types of shoes that's versatile and does a bit of everything better than it does one thing really well. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, I'm going to start with the breathability. I said earlier the upper is knit and stretchy, and I really like how it feels when you're running, when you're wiggling your toes, but it's not very breathable. Given it is a hot day today, so I can't be too harsh on that, but it feels like there could be more airflow in there. Would help improve regulating temperature within the shoe. If you're enjoying this review, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Second thing is the collar around the edge where your ankles are here. and here on the other side. That's higher than most running shoes that I review, and I do feel it on my ankle. So I feel like those collar or ankle collar wall could be lowered in the next version. That would probably fit a lot more people's feet better. So if you do have low ankles, low to the ground that is, then you'll probably feel this side wall of the shoe. It's not hugely uncomfortable, but you know, I don't feel like I should have to feel that in a running shoe nowadays. Next thing is they are marked as highly responsive on the website, the Hylo Athletic website. They're not hugely responsive. I'd say they're more cushioned and comfortable than a responsive shoe. So it's not a shoe for going fast, doing tempo runs or anything like that. It is just a daily trainer. So anyone who wants to bag easy miles, recovery miles, just need to get some mileage on a daily basis in comfort, then these shoes are going to be for you. That's really what they're designed for, I think, and really what they perform best at. And then my final point, they are a little bit heavy at 9.5 ounces. Again, that lends itself to a good workout shoe because there is stability. I mentioned before, there's kind of walls that wrap up higher around your foot in the midsole. This bit's higher than actually like the bottom of my foot. That creates stability in the shoes, so that's really nice. But they are bulky, not hugely overweight, but for a running shoe, if you wanted to go fast, they're a little bit heavy. So yeah, you probably expect that in a daily trainer, to be honest. And then the laces are also a little bit bulky. Here, I would probably choose something a less classical in laces for the running shoe. They're fine, they're just nothing special. So that's my good points and points I feel could be improved with the running shoe. Finally then, are they worth $165? Because that's quite a lot of money for a pair of running shoes. They are worth it if you want a daily trainer and maybe a shoe that's versatile enough that you can take to the gym and use as a workout shoe as well. That's what would make them worth it. I wouldn't say they're worth it as a solely running shoe, because there are better running shoes that are less expensive, to be honest. Maybe like the Hoka Max 6 that I recently reviewed. That's a super lightweight shoe, super responsive, can be used as a daily trainer, but probably better as a tempo shoe. So yes, worth it if you want to use it for multi-use, going to the gym, maybe daily lifestyle, and doing your daily easy jogs. Alternatives then, I would say they're very similar to the Saucony Ride 17 right now, or maybe even the Triumph. I'd say the Triumph's a bit more cushioned and responsive. Certainly is a better shoe than this one for running. And maybe the Salomon Aero Glide 2 is also a max cushion daily trainer. Alright, well, thanks for joining me for this Hylo Impact review. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Thanks for watching, see you next time. Peace.